Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's AKingsCreation again, bringing you guys another guide. In this guide, I will be catering towards beginners, new players, or even endgame players who just don't have any boss weapons at all. It's probably because you guys are not doing these methods that I will provide. So in this video, I will be providing free-to-play methods and the only pay-to-win method out there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, the first and the most efficient and easiest way to get boss items in this game currently is through guild portals, or aka boss portals within the guild halls. If you have never seen this portal before, that's probably why you don't have any boss items. You need to be in a guild. I've already expressed this in multiple videos. You need to be in a guild. So let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so here it is. Here's the list of all the bosses or open world bosses that you can do, right? Then each one has their own specific boss items. And yes, you can acquire them, especially the Talus, which I have acquired from doing a boss event from my guild hall, right? So not only that, but you can also get runes as well. So you kind of want to do weekly bosses, and you kind of want to get, no, not kind of, you want to get in a guild right now. Now, I am going to show a quick clip of us doing a boss run, and so you guys can get an idea of how private it is instead of being in the open world and having to deal with a whole bunch of different other players and other guilds taking up your chances of getting a boss drop. Okay, cool. Now is the perfect time to explain method number 2. Method number 2 is boss schedules. As you guys can see, this is an arc boss right here, which is a war zone, which means therefore it's going to be PvP. I'm not going to show you guys that method, but if you do want arc boss, and I highly recommend getting arc boss weapons, you want to go ahead and be with a strong guild, okay? A strong guild will end up getting higher chances of getting that boss, okay? So, because it's going to be protected by even stronger guilds, all right? That's crazy that a rainbow came up behind me, all right? But it doesn't really matter. As you guys can see, these are the different bosses. I'm going to go ahead and go to Grand Alon because I want the chance at the bow. For example, let's go ahead and head there now. Okay, so keep in mind that in order to even get a chance at getting a boss drop, you have to give the most, or try to give the most amount of contribution. That also includes staying alive as well. So you want to do the most amount of damage possible and try to stay alive. A good way to do this if you're by yourself doing this is to go ahead and get into a random group. Now, if you're with your guild, then obviously you go and team up with your guild. But if you're by yourself, try to get into a random group. You can either wait for somebody to ask to put out a group message, or you can put it out yourself. For this example, I don't see any, and this is new players involved. So I'm just going to go ahead and put out a message and see what happens. All right, let's see. If we can get a group going, the goal is to try to get 6 players. If you can get 6 players, then your contribution will be higher. But also keep in mind, these are 5 other randoms. So you're basically helping them get a greater chance at getting the drop. So we'll see. And also the goal for me personally is to keep doing it or keep spamming it until I get all 6 players. If I cannot get all 6 players to join me, then it is what it is. Currently we're at 5. If we can just get one more, that would heighten our chances. Actually, I do have a guildmate coming in through the door right now, so hopefully we can get Lotus. Yes sir, my guy Lotus. He's gonna be the 6th player. Come here, Lotus, stop moving around. Oh my gosh, this guy. Alright. Anyways, all right, so we got Lotus in, and I'm going to go ahead and showcase what it's like to get 6 players. Now, we don't want to really mix we don't want to mix our groups technically. If it was just me and Lotus, which we highly recommend doing, then I would do this, right? But for the video purposes, I will show with just randoms, okay? If you're by yourself. So now what you want to do like I said, you want to do the most amount of damage as possible. So you want to go ahead and increase and pop those buffs. You want to go ahead and hit some boss food. I use fried egg for right now. And I also use giant star tree as well for the event food. I use another one. If I don't have any event food, I will use this one as well. Hold on, let me showcase to you guys. And I would also use the scorpion tail critters for movement speed and attack speed. All right, so I can increase that. I'm also going to pop mana regen. All right, so now we're in, we got buffs going, and we're going to try to do as much damage as possible. That'd be crazy if I do get a boss drop showing you guys this. All right, let's try to stay alive. Good news is that Lotus is a healer, so I'm going to stay alive. If you can, try to create a group with a healer in it so you guys can stay alive, because if you die, you lose your contribution. So you kind of want to try to stay alive and do as much damage in a short amount of time. So that also includes the more you maximize your equipment and weapons, the easier it would be to have higher DPS than everybody else. I'm a little zoomed in right now. I don't usually end up being that zoom. Obviously, if you want to pop a Guardian 2. Popping a Guardian 2 will help that cause. So unfortunately, we didn't get anything. And I'm trying to see if anybody in my group got anything. Let's see. Yes, so my party member got the shadow pants. Somebody got some blue gear, but somebody definitely got a boss item here. All right, they got the arcane shadow pants. So what we did was we ended up helping our party member get that. That's why I said if you are with your guild, just stay with your guild. Even if it's just 2 of you, it's better chance, because if you end up getting that drop, it won't go to a random just like it did. It could go to possibly one, me or Lotus, for example, right? So that is method number 2 to securing a boss drop in the open world. You want to get into a group. If you're by yourself, if you're with some friends or a guild mate, team up with those people and just stay with it. Doesn't matter if you get 6 or not. But if you're by yourself, go ahead and get in 6, because you are not going to get any contribution chance if you are by yourself. So just the best case scenario is to team up with randoms, okay? And to pop as many buffs as possible. All right, and last but not least is the pay to win option. Well, if you just go to the auction house, and these are the boss weapons. As you guys can see, 85,000 is outrageous. This is an arc boss weapon, so don't even think about buying this, because if you're not super rich, you can't afford this. All right, so these are the regular boss weapons here. You got Nirma's here for 4,400, which goes to about, for those who don't know off the top of their head, I already know what it is. It's less than $100. But for those who don't know, if you go all the way down to your shop, you can see that $100 costs 6,000. So what you would need to buy, because the difference between that is like 5,000. So what we said, 4,400. So it's between these two. So you probably might as well go for $100. So $100 to get the boss weapon, instead of hoping to get the drop from the actual boss. So you can go ahead and spend your hard-earned money to go ahead and get boss items through the shop. All right, so that's the pay to win option. So if you guys enjoyed these methods and you haven't been doing them yet, now is the time to start doing them, so you can go ahead and acquire the boss drops. And like I said, the best way to do it is through the guild hall. That's your greatest chance of getting them fast. And then the secondary chance is the open world, and make sure you get into those random groups. If you're by yourself, if you're with a guild, join that group. And also if you're with your friends, join that group and stay in that group. And then finally, the pay to win option. So, which is technically the fastest of them all if you pay for it, obviously. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. People are wondering if I live stream. Yes, I only live stream for my members. Hey everyone, thank you for watching my video. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, make sure you guys check my membership tab. I have supporter, big supporter, and huge supporter. Each tier comes with more benefits. So if you guys are interested, make sure you check it out. How do you access it? You can go to my about page if you're on the desktop and just scroll all the way down to memberships, join now, or you can check the description of each video. Thank you.